It's Holy Week. It's probably one of the strangest Holy Weeks I've ever had in my life, and probably most of us in our lifetime. I remember another strange Holy Week. It didn't seem so strange, but it was back in the late 90s. I was still in my rebellious stage. God was pulling me close to Him, but I desired affection. I desired love and acceptance more than anything else. And so I spent that Holy Week on spring break back home in Daytona Beach. And you guys can just imagine what spring break in Daytona in the 90s was. Some of you saw the videos on MTV, but I remember going to Razzles, the nightclub, and showing up to Razzles already drinking, because that's what you did. And I don't remember everything that happened that night. But what I do remember is the next day, or maybe it was two, going to see my grandma. And my grandma was so dear to me. But I remember going to see her, and I'm at her assisted living, I think, at that point. And she was asking me what I did for Easter. And I kind of with pride told her the story of the nightclub and glamorized everything of what I thought happened. And I just remember the disappointment in her face. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I could feel the disappointment. You know, this Holy Week could be another filled with disappointment for some of us. Or it could be one where we seize the opportunity. I think this Holy Week has more opportunities to be God's people, to be a people that show His love than any other time in my life. I mean, I'm seeing people do things. I'm seeing the world do things. I'm seeing my neighborhood right here. I can look across and I can see the fences. And on the different fences of different homes, they've put hearts to show support for those who are out there on the front lines right now, our grocery store workers, our healthcare workers, and almost every house. Thousands of people putting hearts. How awesome is that? Last night I was online and I posted a picture of me at the bank. I had to go to the bank, and I avoided going out. I haven't been going everywhere, but I had a bandana tied around my face, and I had a friend who reached out and said, "Hey, can I send you and your family some masks? That way, if you have to go out and minister to someone, if you have to leave, that you're a little safer." I'm getting phone calls and talking to people who haven't spoken to in a long time. You see, I see this Easter, God has removed the distractions. There are no football games or baseball games or sports of any kind. There are no concerts or nightclubs or bars or restaurants or anything that could distract us. And what's left are the people that we're in shelter with and God. Probably the most important things for us to work on. My hope is that when we look back on this Holy Week, when we look back, for many of us, yes, there's going to be hardship, we remember, those who we lost. And we can grieve with you. But for many of us also, I hope we look back at this time and we are just blown away about what God has done. And this can be a time of the most unique Holy Week in the history of the American church, but we come out stronger and closer to God than we could have ever hoped for. I'm seeing it happen. I mean, people who are a part of Recovery Church are being the church. They're taking meals. I have people calling me, hey, who do you know who's hungry? How awesome is that? I see Oak Hill Recovery Church delivering Easter baskets to little ones. We're creating content on a daily basis, and we're having multiple meetings every single day as Recovery Church. My challenge to you is make this Holy Week special. Grab a hold of it, invest in what matters during this time. Remove the distractions, put down Netflix, stop the news broadcast, and call a friend. Get into God's Word. Pray. Spend time with Him. Use this opportunity to slow down and encourage others. Jesus said the greatest commandment is this: love God and love your neighbors as yourself. Those three parts: God, your neighbor, and yourself. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. If we do that, everything else falls into place. And right now, we have the opportunity as the church to do just that. So God bless you guys. Stay sober. And remember, 12 steps, one goal. Love you.